Today we're putting our Around the World spotlight on Kuwait. I'm joined now by Mr. Abdulaziz Al-Anjeri, founder and CEO of Reconnaissance Research. He's also a member of the National Press Club here in D.C. Welcome to Good Morning Washington. How are you?
Welcome and good afternoon from Kuwait.
Absolutely. Now, you recently created a documentary film called Is Kuwait in Danger? What inspired you to create this right now?
Well, this film is hopefully going to raise awareness about Kuwait, especially to those who aren't very familiar with what is it that people are aspiring to, afraid of in our little sovereign nation, and decide for themselves whether Kuwait is in danger or not.
So what are some of the key issues highlighted in your documentary?
In our part of the world, the term democracy sometimes means things that aren't really democracy, but Kuwait is a thriving democracy, a sovereign nation with people knowing their rights and wanting sometimes a little bit more accountability, more governance. The film highlights many issues that are of concern to many Kuwaitis. Economic reform, political deadlock, media censorship, but we do it in a way that is very candid. We don't sugarcoat the truth. And asking people the question, is Kuwait in danger? And letting them speak based on their own ideas, own perspectives and experiences leaves the audience at the end to decide whether we are in danger or not.
Nice. So living and working in both Washington, D.C. and Kuwait, how do you see America's current interest in Kuwait?
To my sad surprise, I found that many new politicians don't really know how unique Kuwait is. Some of our old friends are not around, and many politicians don't recognize us for our peaceful and democratic nature. We are a beacon of light and hope in this Middle East that is filled with turmoil, filled with conflict, and Kuwait never waged war on any other country. Kuwait has always been a mediator for peace. Kuwait has always adhered to UN resolutions, but it seems sometimes people forget, and maybe it's our part to remind them. So maybe I should do another movie about that.
Maybe. Tell us, what do you believe Kuwait can do to strengthen its ties with the United States?
I believe there are many further avenues for collaboration and many things that we can introduce. Kuwait has just recently appointed a new Kuwaiti ambassador to the US, Sheikha Al-Zain Al-Sabah. She's our first female ambassador in the US. We are very excited about the potential of what she can achieve. And also, we are waiting, hopefully, for the US to appoint a new ambassador to Kuwait. I think we are almost there right now. And both of them can work together with reconnaissance research, with NGOs, free media, policy influencers. Kuwait is a dynamic society. Everybody cares about being part of an improvement, part of a reform, and this is possible. I'm very, very hopeful.
And where can people go to watch your new documentary?
They can watch it on YouTube. There are many issues to highlight, but at the end, it's a passion project. I continue to do it because I love to do it. You cannot justify passion. You either have it or you don't.
Thank you so much for taking us around the world to Kuwait to experience so many new things and for joining us here today on Good Morning Washington.
You're most welcome. Thank you for having me. I'm going to be in D.C. next week until November. So hopefully, if you watch the movie, let me know what you think about it.
Looking forward to that and your documentary. We got more Good Morning Washington after the break.